And God said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs, and for seasons, and for days and years. And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heaven to give light upon the earth." And it was so.
Well, Jenna, from the Lone Star State to all the stars up there, sky gazers are in for a rare treat. There'll be 4 eclipses expected this year, including a total lunar eclipse next week. That's pretty cool, but not everybody's happy about it. Patty Ann Brown, live in our New York City newsroom with the very latest. Hi, Patty Ann.
Well, yes. Hi, Eric. Some controversy there, not much. A total lunar eclipse means the moon will be entirely in the Earth's shadow. In North and South America, we'll see what some call a blood moon, and it is expected to be a dramatic shade of copper due to light scattered by the Earth's atmosphere. The phase in which it's totally eclipsed starts at 3:06 a.m. Eastern Time next Tuesday morning, April 15th. It will last about 78 minutes, but the partial darkening starts 2 hours before that and ends hours later. And unlike a solar eclipse, you can look straight at this without eye protection. This is one of 4 eclipses that will occur this year, 2 solar, 2 lunar. And the so-called Tetrad is getting some attention due to a recent book that claims 4 blood moons is a sign of impending doom. Of course, it happens on tax day, which already spells doom for some folks. And Tuesday's eclipse could also jeopardize a moon probe. NASA's Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter needs sunlight to recharge its batteries. NASA is taking precautions but can't guarantee the spacecraft won't die during this eclipse. But that probe is near the end of its mission anyway, due to crash into the far side of the moon later this month. Eric?
All right, Patty Ann, can't wait, but they say it's going to be rain and cloudy the night of April 15th, at least in the Northeast. So.
Yeah, they say you can still see glimpses of it through the clouds, they think. So.
Okay, we'll try. Thanks.
Thanks.
Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, "Where is the promise of his coming? For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation."
April 15th may be a painful day for taxpayers, but this year's will be known for something quite a bit more remarkable, perhaps, at least in a lunar sense. It's called a tetrad. 4 lunar eclipses within a short time span, and this one's getting attention for perhaps the wrong reasons. What it means to you depends on whether you're into science or perhaps stories about the end of the world. It's called the blood moon, a phenomenon that occurs every once in a while, causing the moon to appear dark red.
We're at this point in time where the Earth and the moon and the sun are spaced right to where the moon can perfectly block out the sun and the Earth can perfectly block out the moon. So later on, the moon is going to move further away and we won't get total lunar and solar eclipses.
Mike Cirola teaches at the South San High School's new planetarium. He says this blood moon will happen April 15th at the strike of midnight. His kids say, though, it's science, not an omen.
It's not the end of the world, because, I mean, I'm sure it happened a lot of times before we were here, and it's going to happen a lot of times after.
It's just there, just something to look at, something just to admire.
The Copernican revolution, formation of planetary systems, neutrons, stars, black holes, stellar explosions. You know, there's really nothing in here about the end of the world next week. Maybe it isn't true. The internet, however, as usual, is full of prophecy about doomsday. These eclipses actually occur on 2 Jewish observances, Passover and Sukkot, on October 8th, leading some to suggest a biblical meaning dealing with the 6th seal, an earthquake, a black sun, and yes, a blood red moon.
I'm getting a lot of questions about, you know, is this like the 2012, the Mayan calendar thing, and is this really the end of the world, and what's going to happen? And nothing's going to happen.
Taxes will be due that day. Yeah, that's about
exactly.
It, huh?
Taxes, death and taxes, that's it.
You can always count on that. The good news is that you will be able to see the eclipse next week with the naked eye.